You know how awesome life actually is? Like, I bought this motorbike, it's dual sport, and I can just ride it 45 minutes from where I live and be in this beautiful nature, in this forest, nobody around me, maybe some bears, maybe some cougars, maybe some fairies, who knows? And in the modern day world, it's so important to be able to get away from the crowds, the people, the chaotic energy, and just be with yourself. And that's one of the most powerful things you can do along your spiritual journey. I wouldn't even call it spiritual journey. Let's just call it life, right? It's so easy to make all these labels, all these different names and ideas and things about spirituality and doing spiritual things and all this stuff. But those are just categories. It's no different than religion, than politics, than any of that. Thing is, we're all just humans. We're having temporary human experiences in this wonderful world, this magical place that, although it can be very dense at times, it is extremely beautiful. There's nothing else like it. But the caveat is, when we incarnate here, we forget everything. We forget who we are beyond this life, who we are beyond these bodies. And we grow up, we're told, oh, this is your name, this is what you like to do, make an identity around all these different things. And eventually, if you're fortunate enough to have a spiritual awakening, and possibly be watching this video even, then you wake up and you're like, oh, who actually am I? I'm not just this body. I am the soul that is in this body. What a realization. You think finally finding the purpose to life, the reason why you're here, would make it easier, right? But it really doesn't. It might eventually, and it does eventually, but it's hard when you wake up spiritually, when you wake up to who you truly are, to this presence, this state of pure consciousness that is experiencing life through this unique body, through these unique eyes, and perceiving everything around us. You got to be careful, because once you've transcended the normal human ego about your identity of who you are, that you're not actually this character you think you are. Sure, you're playing the role of it, but that's not who you really are. Then the spiritual ego comes online, and the spiritual ego is so subtle, it's almost impossible to catch if you don't have your discernment absolutely sharp. And it's a constant thing of every day of wondering, of questioning yourself, what you know, what you've come to realize. And it's so easy to follow all these other people online, all these people who are telling you all these different things. I'm not trying to tell you to convince you of anything. I'm just speaking from my direct experience of what truth is. And the thing is, it's so easy to get caught up in these identities around our own spiritual identity. Oh, I was this in a past lifetime. Oh, in this lifetime, I'm a guru. I'm a guide. You got to do all these things. And it's so easy to get caught up in that you almost distance yourself from humanity, from why you're here. You're here to serve others. Once you've finally remembered who you are, what we all are, why we're here to help our brothers, our sisters, the other souls, our other selves in these other bodies, to remember why they are also here. And it's not a magical snap of the fingers and everything's perfect. It's planting seeds. It's being your true authentic self. It's being so unchanged no matter who you're around, where you are. People see you, they're like, wow, I want to be like that guy. He's so peaceful. He has so much wisdom. He's just a good person. He never changes. He's always just the same loving human being. That's what we all need to strive to be. We need to strive to be our most authentic human selves. We need to bridge our higher self, our supreme being, with our human selves. And that is really hard. I know the last couple of years I've been living in my higher self, and it's been really hard to really anchor that into this body. It's like I had to remember how to be a human being, how to merge what I am is this I am presence, this pure being, bring it down and really anchor it, ground it into this body, into this world, and say, although I am also Ethan. I'm also this beautiful human being who gets to walk around in creation. So if you're on your spiritual journey, for a lack of better terms, just your journey of life, the journey of your soul, do the best you can to just be who you are. Don't get too attached to ceremonies, to all these things, these identities, spiritually or egotistically. It doesn't matter, because a lot of the times these things will pull you back down into these grooves, and you'll think you'll have all this stuff going, and it's going to be so hard to break yourself out of it. And you're going to be so locked in, you're going to be, I'm going to have this business, I got to do all this stuff. For what? Right? If you yourself truly aren't just at 100% peace within yourself, peace, not doing anything, not being someone well-known, someone famous, someone special, if you cannot just be at peace with yourself, sitting in a room by yourself and feel completely peaceful, joyful, and blissful just for your pure existence, you really need to take a look at your life. Because life isn't constantly doing things. Because if you're constantly doing things, you're running away from something. You're running away from your true self that is just pure existence. And to be able to just be in that existence first, before you decide to be so busy to serve, to do all these things, you're never going to find that. Because once you're caught up in the constant doing, you're building that program that you always need to be doing stuff to be happy. And it's going to be really hard. And it's going to be a big tower moment once you finally realize, fuck, I'm not actually happy. And you're going to come back and be like, I need to figure out how to be completely at peace and happy, just being in the moment. Not doing all these things, just being here. To sit down in meditation, to just sit down wherever you are, whatever you're doing. And to just be thankful for existing. To be thankful and to feel at peace, at joy, just because you exist. And it is only by unlocking from doing the work to cultivate that state of presence, that state of being within yourself, that you will truly be able to serve others. Because you're not going to be serving from a place of needing to fix people, needing to do all these things. You're going to be serving by your presence, by simply being so grounded in yourself and just existing in love and peace and joy and light, and making peace with the darkness and the light. The people are going to be changed. They're going to see you, and through your silence, they're going to feel a shift. They're going to wonder, they're going to question. That is the greatest gift you can give. It is not through more effort. It is not through more doing. It is through more being. And once you've mastered the art of being, and you've surrendered yourself to a higher power, to just say, God, Creator, higher self, use me for whatever your will is. I just seek to serve you. I have found utmost bliss and peace and joy within myself. I don't need to do anything. I am happy just being. So I give my life to a higher cause, and I seek to serve you and all beings in you. And then watch what happens. It's slow, It's a ride. It's a roller coaster. It's up and down. It slows down. It speeds up. But just surrender. Then the greatest spiritual path is surrender to what the universe wants you to do. It's not what your ego, what your mind, what your spiritual ego wants you to do. It's what your highest self, your highest timeline, what you came here to do. And that is to remember how to be in a world of constant doing. The greatest guru you will ever find is you. It is not someone outside of you. It is in you. Sure, there are many people who can help you, who can serve you, who can help you redirect you to yourself, to your soul, so you can find your inner guidance, that inner compass that we all have. The most powerful thing I've done in my life is learning wisdom, is learning how to be, is learning how to balance the feminine and masculine energies within me. But it's every day, it's having that spiritual practice to sit down and to go within, to meditate, to do Kriya Yoga, if you feel called to that path. It is to learn how to withdraw from all of this and withdraw within yourself. And the more you can master this, the more you will have this inner bliss, this joy just from being. You won't have to do anything. You'll just be overflowing with love and peace. Whenever you think of God, of oneness, of the soul, you will just feel that connection, that buzz of the universe. Your connection with all things. It's magical. So if I can leave you with one thing here, it doesn't matter what your life looks like on the outside. For me, I've done lots of things that you wouldn't say are spiritual, but it's all been, I've surrendered my life to God, and I do what I'm guided to by my heart now. I started off, I was a power line technician. I built power lines. Worked with some pretty big egos, some pretty dense characters who really helped me see, like, wow, I don't want to be like that. I've done power line, then I had my awakening where I woke up suddenly and I was changed one day. I started spiritual businesses, Reiki, healing, all this stuff, tarot, trying to guide people. But even content creation, I got 40,000 followers on TikTok. And within all of that, I realized I was still seeking something. I was seeking something outside of me that I thought was going to finally make me feel, I did it. Yeah, I'm happy. And you know what? It didn't. I even did ayahuasca. I've done bufo, mushrooms. I've done the journey. And what I've realized, the utmost truth, is everything just points you back to yourself. Because the only way you're ever going to be eternally happy, grateful, blessed, blissed out, it's when you find it in here. That's the illusion of life in this world of materialism, of doing, of being busy. You need to withdraw and find it in you. And once you are so anchored in the divine within yourself, then let it blossom into the world. And that's where I'm at. I'm not trying to do anything. I'm just being. I'm enjoying life. I'm farming. I'm driving tractors, raising cattle. I'm working on the family ranch. But it's how can you bring your spiritual work, your inner peace into all things? Because all things is God. All things are one. Nothing is more spiritual than something else. But it is how much, no matter what you're doing, can you bring your inner state into your outer world? No matter what you're doing, and have complete surrender into that. And it'll be very interesting because although I'm working full-time for the summer, running tractors, raising cows, all that sort of stuff, riding motorbikes, after the summer I'm going to go be a monk for a month. Because I don't really know what I want to do in this world. And that's okay. because I found that joy and that peace within me. But I just want to serve a higher power. I just want to help you remember. Help you remember who you are. The power that lies in you. Because there's nothing outside. No dirt bikes, no trucks, no amount of money, no house. Nothing that will ever give you that infinite, eternal feeling of bliss and peace and joy and happiness and just knowing that you're looking for. It's always going to be fleeting. It's always going to be temporary. So stop looking out there and start looking in here. Go deep. Go deep within yourself. Thank you for listening to this. I hope you have a magnificently blessed day. To whoever watched this video, thank you. I love you. Om. Peace. Amen. May peace be with you. God bless.